Before we roll in, weigh in with your honest take in the comments. Is Manny Pacquiao's next great fight outside Europe, building a fighter-first boxing promotion in the United States, or should he latch up the gloves one more time and chase another world title? If you want smart, sourcing-driven boxing coverage that connects promoters, broadcast deals, matchmaking, and legacy, subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss what comes next. Manny Pacquiao has spent more than 2 decades bending the arc of boxing history. He is the only 8-division world champion in the sport, a pay-per-view mainstay without Hall of Famers from featherweight to junior middleweight, a global icon who parlayed fame into public service as a senator in the Philippines. Even after stepping away from politics and competitive fighting, Pacquiao has not drifted far from the arena that made him famous. Now he is re-entering that arena with a different set of tools. The gloves are optional. The vision is not. The fighter who once chased belts across continents is now chasing infrastructure and influence, determined to build a promotion that treats boxers like partners and not inventory. Manny Pacquiao Promotions is headquartered in Los Angeles for reasons both practical and symbolic. Los Angeles remains the West Coast capital of boxing, with GYMS that produce prospects from Mexico, Central America, the Philippines, and across Asia. The Filipino diaspora runs deep in Southern California, and packed house for Pacquiao fights in Las Vegas and La Prove the fan energy translates into ticket sales when the product is right. Being based in La also puts Pacquiao's company at the crossroads of the content economy. In modern boxing, shoulder programming and social video are not afterthoughts, they are part of the matchmaking. If you want to turn a blue-chip amateur into a ticket seller or lift a veteran into a title eliminator, you need to produce a fight week access, training camp diaries, and a steady stream of digital storytelling that extends beyond one Saturday night. Manny's team understands that signing prospects and building champions now requires an in-house media engine as much as a stable of matchmakers. From the start, Pacquiao has been explicit about intent. He does not want to stage nostalgic cards in Manila or one-off events in Macau and call it a global strategy. He wants to compete in the most crowded, most lucrative market in boxing, which is still the United States. That means signing emerging talent, securing broadcast loss, and advancing fighters to regional belts and 1-5 rankings that open the door to world titles with the WBC, WBA, EBF, and OPIVBO. It also means building a pipeline from Asia to USA undercards, where the next Naoya Inoue or the next Filipino star can develop in front of American audiences. Pacquiao's promise to fighters is straightforward: activity, visibility, and a ladder. The activity PS means 4 dates a year when a boxer is at 0, then 2 to 3 as he reaches contender status. The visibility PS means broadcast, distribution, and evergreen content so fans recognize a name and a style before the first main event. The ladder means matchmaking that makes sense, not the kind of pageant resume that collapses under its own weight when a real fight arrives. There is a reason Manny Pacquiao's name still moves the industry. Broadcasters' answer is because he is a proven draw. Athletic commissions trust him because he has navigated the toughest regulatory terrain in the sport, from Nevada and California to Texas and New York. Promoters and managers respect him because he has lived inside every contract, aside, beside, short notice, long camp, and understands what fairness looks like from a fighter's perspective. When he says, he don't need money, he needs history, he is not reciting a slogan. He is announcing a shift in what legacy means for him. The International Boxing Hall of Fame has already enshrined the fighter. Now he wants the businessman to leave something that lasts when the lights go off at T-Mobile Arena and the confetti is swept up on the strip. Any serious look at the Manny Pacquiao Promotions must be grounded in the current landscape of boxing. In the United States, top rank is ESPN and a deep bench of prospects. PBC recently aligned with Amazon Prime Video and has long-term relationships with many of the sport's biggest names at the welterweight, middleweight, and heavyweight. Matchroom and Golden Boy distributed globally via DAZN, with strong footprints in the UK, Mexico, and North America. Outside the US, Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority under Turkey Al-Sheikh is turned here into the sport's power broker, hosting heavyweight unification, high-stakes supercars and cross-discipline spectacles that would have been impossible a few years ago. In Japan, Tekken remains a kingmaker in the lighter divisions, while Mexico has regional promoters keep their domestic scene vibrant and export champions every year. Pacquiao is not attempting to bulldoze that map. He is trying to tread it, building a nimble promotion that can stage club shows in là, co-produce mid-size events in Las Vegas or San Antonio, and anchor tempo le cards in Manila, Tokyo, Abu Dhabi, or Riyadh when scale and story require it. It is not lost on anyone that Pacquiao has floated his admiration for the UFC's business model. That though it's not man promoting MMA, it means learning from the UFC's consistency. Over 2 decades, Dana White built a juggernaut by centralizing matchmaking, branding events as properties in their own right, keeping a regular schedule, and controlling the shoulder programming that turns prospects into appointments. Boxing, by contrast, is atomized, full of sanctioning body politics, promoter rivalries, and broadcast silos. The upside is that fighters can earn generational wealth and retain more autonomy. The downside is that many careers in the gaps between ambitions and dates. Pacquiao's version of a UFC-inspired model would keep the cohesion and pace without the traps. That means fighter first contracts that are highly compliant, preserving the separation between management and promotion. It means transparent purses and performance bonuses, not long-term shekels disguised as opportunities. It means proactive relationships with the WBC, WBA, IBF, and WBOSO, the eliminators, mandatories, and unifications are part of a plan and not lands that blow up a calendar. The deliverables that matter to fighters are not complicated. They want to know when they are fighting next, who they are fighting, and how that fight moves them closer to a belt. They want medicals and visas handled without last-minute chaos. They want a media plan that introduces them to fans beyond a fight poster, a short documentary in camp, a camera on the meets for 2 rounds, a few minutes with a mic after sparring to share a personality. Pacquiao has lived the cost of promotional silence. He understands that careers can stall when phones stop ringing. Manny Pacquiao Promotions plans to build out a flagship G2 MMA in Los Angeles with strength and conditioning, nutrition, and sports science in one plus of fighters donated to assemble it themselves. It will maintain a satellite base in Manila to nurture the Asian pipeline and teach English media training that helps boxers carry themselves on American television. Between cards, the company will keep its roster visible with a series of event features that build toward the next date. None of this will work without distribution, which in modern boxing means broadcast and streaming partners who could do more than talk about plans. Amazon Prime Video is committed to live sports and now carries PBC events. ESPN is an anchor for Top Rank and a network whose reach can make a contender famous overnight. DAZN brings a global base and flexibility for international markets that might otherwise be overlooked. Pacquiao's team is expected to court all 3, placing events where they fit rather than handcuffing the brand to a single silo too early. In some cases, that could mean Amazon for a U.S. headliner, DAZN for a Manila card, and ESPN for a co-promote that requires top-ranked talent. The new money in Saudi Arabia cannot be ignored either. A Riyadh season date with a world title and a Philippine storyline would satisfy both commerce and culture. The most effective marketing in boxing remains spectacle. It is no accident that Pacquiao has teased return to the ring against Mario Barrios, the WBC welterweight champion who rebuilt his career and grabbed a belt at 147 pounds. A fight with Barrios promoted under the Manny Pacquiao Promotions banner would be an acid test of the company's ambition. It would start with a global press tour that hits Manila, Los Angeles, Mexico City, and Riyadh. It would feature undercards stacked with MP prospects and strategic co-promote slots. It would be accompanied by a coordinated content plan that shows fans how a 45-year-old Hall of Famer trains for a young champion and how a young champion prepares to defend against a legend. It is risky, but Manny Pacquiao has always embraced risk. Win, and he proves he can still win at the top level while launching his company with a bang. Lose, and he still fills an arena, delivers a massive audience, and establishes his promotion as an event maker from day one. One of the most intriguing aspects of Pacquiao's plan is what it could mean for Asian fighters. The Philippines continues to produce elite talent at 112, 115, and 118 pounds. Japan's gyms have become assembly lines for world champions, led by Naoya Inoue's dominance at 118 and 122. Thailand and Indonesia are refilling talent pools that have never really gone empty. Korea's gyms are reawakening, yet the path from domestic stardom to U.S. awareness remains narrow. Pacquiao walked it the hard way, sleeping in gyms in Manila, fighting in Thailand for small purses, catching a break, then making the most of it. With Manny Pacquiao Promotions, the path can be straighter. Asian champions can debut under bright lights on American undercards, gain rankings through smart matchmaking, and become headliners with following already established among Filipino, Japanese, Thai, and Korean communities in the U.S. That pipeline is not just business, it is representation. It would be short-sighted to ignore the women's game in this blueprint. Women's boxing is no longer niche. Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano, Claressa Shields, and Alicia Baumgardner have headline arenas and delivered ratings that make sense for broadcasters. Asia is full of women with elite amateur pedigrees, but limited professional platforms. Manny Pacquiao Promotions is likely to sign a handful of women between flyweight and lightweight, pair them with experienced trainers, set a realistic pace of activity, and commit to placing the right matchups in co-main slots rather than bury them in prelims. That is not charity. It is a recognition that competitive women's fights now drive subscriptions and ticket sales. Skeptics will ask what makes us different from every new promotion that launched with big talk and quiet exits. The honest answer is that execution will decide. But Manny brings three advantages others do not. His Rolodex is real. He has direct lines to trainers like Freddie Roach, broadcasters like ESPN and Amazon executives, promoters like Bob Arum and Eddie Hearn, and decision-makers in Saudi Arabia's General Entertainment Authority. He has dealt with athletic commissions from Nevada to New York and knows how to earn approvals without drama. He also knows what not to do. Fighters do not want to hear promises about activity if the promoter cannot deliver consistent dates. They do not want opaque purses or last-minute cancellations that cost money and momentum. Pacquiao's team will not be perfect, but he has lived the consequences of silence, and he will not replicate the worst habits of a business that sometimes chokes itself with its own red tape. Comparisons to the UFC and Dana White are inevitable when someone talks about structure. White himself learned quickly that boxing is not a sport you can centralize overnight. The Ali Act ensures managerial and promotional roles are distinct, and the sanctioning bodies are not going away. Pacquiao isn't trying to create a monopoly. He is trying to build a brand that feels inevitable. Cards that follow a recognizable cadence and look. Fighters who tell their stories between fights, and events that bring casual fans back without needing one superstar to carry a calendar. That brand can coexist with Top Rank on ESPN, PBC on Amazon, Matchroom on DAZN, and Riyadh state-funded supercards. In a fractured marketplace, agility is an asset. None of this diminishes the challenges. Broadcast partners can shift strategies and budgets. Sanctioning bodies can order fights that make little commercial sense. Prospects can miss weight or stumble in a step-up and need rebuilding. Visa issues can wreck undercards. Lawsuits can swallow calendars. Manny Pacquiao Promotions will need a deep bench of matchmakers, lawyers, communications people, and operations staff who can produce HBO-era slickness on an Amazon-era timeline. They will also need to win contested recruiting fights. The next Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, or Devin Haney will not sign for a logo. They will sign for money, dates, and a believable path to belts. Manny can sell the dream better than anyone. Now he must back it with contracts that live up to the pitch. Over the next 6 to 12 months, the indicators to watch are simple, even if the work behind them is not. Look for a formal media launch in Los Angeles with clear dates and declared broadcast partners. Look for facility announcements, a flagship training and performance hub in LA, and a Manila base that makes the Asian pipeline tangible. Look for the first wave of signings that tell you where Manny sees opportunity. A U.S. prospect at 147 or 154, a Filipino or Japanese standout at 112 or 118, and a women's contender at 126 or 130. Look for a club show that establishes the MP Promotions brand identity, followed by a mid-sized card built around Crossroads fight. And look for definitive news on a Mario Barrios bout, with MP branding front and center on a world title event that tests the company's ability to operate at scale.